So I wasn't even really planning on making a video today, but I just had an insight a few minutes ago and I wanted to just get the camera out and share it real quick before I forget. It's fresh in my mind. It's basically this. I think one of the main reasons that a lot of us are dissatisfied, the reason that a lot of people are unhappy is because we sort of chase these imaginary milestones and markers in life. We're told from a young age that we have to go to university, we have to get a degree, we have to get a job, we have to get married, buy the house, do all of those sort of conventional things in order for us to find satisfaction in life. And I think it's just so ingrained in us that we need to reach these milestones and do these things in order to be fulfilled, in order to be happy. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with those things individually. Getting a degree. I have a college degree. I value education. I find education to be very important. Same with getting married. I think that each of these things are very important for many people, but they might not be for you. And you have to be honest with yourself. Are these just things that you've been told from a very young age that you have to achieve? Or is it just sort of like a societal conditioning that you feel like you need to do these things because society does them, and maybe you have a tendency to compare yourself to, the people around you? The truth is, you can't really know if these things are going to actually satisfy you or, make you feel fulfilled if you've never really had them, if you haven't achieved them yet. I think the point I'm trying to make is you have to really ask yourself, what's important to you? What do you value? Like, deepest in your heart, what is something that you truly want out of life? It might not be the conventional college and marriage lifestyle. For you, it may be something different. Maybe you want to dedicate your life to giving back to others. Maybe you, want to pursue your dreams of starting your own soap business. Maybe it's just something that isn't the conventional route that everybody else is doing. And these are just like examples, but it could be, I don't know, depending on your culture or where you're from, it could be something else. Maybe something that your parents have been telling you from a young age that you need to do. And I think the point of my whole channel is to get people to start thinking freely, to start thinking for themselves instead of just following everybody else, because I've never personally been much of a follower. I have a tendency to compare myself to people my age. And if I see people more successful, then I might want to, might get a little jealous. But I've come to just use that as motivation. I try to learn from people like that. If I feel any kind of jealousy or if I find myself comparing to someone better than me, I try to use that to motivate me. I try to learn from those types of people, But it's like when we get to a certain age, and if we haven't had the family yet, if we haven't bought the house yet, it can really depress a lot of people. It can make them feel like they're not enough. It can make them feel worthless. And I'm starting to realize that it's all in our heads. It's really all just one big mind thing, because a lot of people attain these things and are still very depressed, are still suicidal, still get addicted to drugs. It's literally proof that sort of chasing these imaginary milestones in life aren't the answer, and they're not really going to bring you the fulfillment you're seeking. There might be something deeper inside of there. There's something you feel more called to, and that's what you have to pursue. And it might not be something that everybody else approves of. It might not be something your parents approve of. But if it's something that you think about all the time, it's something you feel very passionate about. You'll just feel it. When it pops up in your mind, you'll just feel it, like sort of like a loving feeling, like you gravitate towards it. And that, in my opinion, is the thing that you have to pursue. That's the thing that you want to make your life's work revolve around. And again, sometimes you can chase that thing and it might not make you fulfill you either. But at least you did the thing that you truly wanted to do and not what other people wanted you to do, Because life only is the journey. This is going to sound a little cliche maybe for some of you, but there is no milestone. There is no marker. It's all in our heads. Life is only happening right now. So you have to spend your time pursuing something that brings you fulfillment, that brings you joy. Because if you're doing something just to reach the destination, if you're trying to find a partner just to have the wedding, if you're trying to attain an education just to get that piece of paper, you're gonna be severely disappointed when you finally get it, because those things are not real. It's all in your mind. It's the actual process of getting to where you want to be that's going to actually bring you fulfillment and happiness. The milestone is like a small achievement. It's like a little thing that you could be proud of yourself for. but it's going to be the whole journey getting there that's going to truly help you grow. It's going to truly bring you the satisfaction and fulfillment in life that you're probably looking for. This is one of those things that takes a really long time to comprehend. It's not something that just watching one video is going to help you to truly like grasp. You know, it took me years to really learn this for myself and to constantly go after things in life and just to realize that they never really brought me any satisfaction. But now at 31 years old, I sit here and I realize this, that it's like, this is the only time I have. Like, me sitting here making this video is the only thing that exists. So I have to make sure that whatever I'm doing is in line with my values. It's something that I enjoy. It's something that I feel like is giving back to the world in some way, because that's what I truly value and care about. I enjoy learning. I enjoy educating myself. I enjoy helping other people. I enjoy just, you know, sitting and being one with the moment. That's what I've come to really value in life. And for you, it might be different. And for other people, it may be different. But, you know, we only have a limited amount of time on this earth. And I want to cherish every second of it that I have. I don't want to spend it chasing some goal, chasing some thing in my mind that I think is going to make me happy. I want to just enjoy whatever I have right now, you know? And I think education's a great example, because you might, you know, be pursuing some degree that you think is going to get you some great job, that then you'll be happy. Once you get the degree and you get the job, then you'll be happy. But if you're not really, I mean, to put all that money, I mean, I don't think college and in general is necessarily a scam, but to put all that money into a degree that you might not even really like, you might not even like what you're learning about, you may not like the people in the classes or the professors, or maybe you just don't like the whole thing in general. It just seems silly to spend that money. But I do think education is invaluable when it's something that you are really getting a lot out of, when you're really learning something and you're you know, meeting other people who are also passionate about the same thing as you. The same goes for marriage. It's like, I feel like people are just so obsessed with me reaching these like milestones of like, when is he going to propose to me? When are we going to get married? When are we going to have the kids? When are we going to have the house? It's like people don't even really enjoy spending that time together anymore. That's the thing. If you're in a relationship, you want to learn to really value the time you have with this person. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with, you know, having goals in a relationship. I think that's probably good, but you want to really value the time you have together. You want to learn how to grow together, communicate well together. If you're just focused on, you know, these sort of surface level things like a wedding and kids and stuff, I think that's why probably a lot of marriages fail. That people don't really learn how to work through hard times, to work through problems. And then they realize once they actually get married, they're like, I don't think this person's for me, because they only focused on the milestone. You know what I'm saying? Always good to have goals. It's good to have milestones. I'm not saying it's not, but just make sure it's something that you truly are passionate about. It's something that you're truly enjoying. It's something that you genuinely want to do. All right. So that's it. Just a quick little message that I had. Just wanted to share it with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me.